After a 29-point outburst in Game 2, Steph Curry is averaging 31.5 points per game in the NBA Finals. He is on his way to a Finals MVP if the Warriors can win the series. I'm Gabe. Welcome to Ball in Order. Let's break out some of that Game 2 footage to see exactly how Steph killed the Boston Celtics. On the sideline bounce play, the Warriors are going to clear out a whole side of the floor by sending Klay Thompson over to that side, and now we have all of the rest of the Warriors on one side of the floor. We have an empty side pick and roll for Steph Curry and Draymond Green. Now watch Draymond Green on this pick. He does get away with a lot. The Celtics said that after this game, and they are correct. The idea here is they want Steph Curry to attack Al Horford, which will again become a theme in this game. But watch how Draymond Green's going to hook his arm right there. I don't know who hooks whose arm. It kind of seems to me that Draymond is hooking Marcus Smart's arm right there, but it could be a mutual situation. He holds him. Oh man, Draymond, this is kind of ridiculous for him to get away with this. See how long he's holding him. And then Steph finishes off the play with the ridiculous fake, step through, floater over Rob Williams, and he's attacking those bigs all night long. Another great screen from Draymond Green on this play. It is legal this time, luckily, for everyone. So he's going to set the pick right here, Marcus Smart, and he's very high up. Now, here is the entire problem for the Boston Celtics. Well, not the entire problem. Their problem was mainly on offense, to be honest. But here's their problem defensively is that they need their bigs to step up to about here, about where Al Horford is, to at least show on Steph Curry, because if not, he's going to shoot. The real problem here for the Celtics, though, is that sending two players to Steph Curry like this is pretty much a death sentence. See here, he's just going to get this great pick from Draymond Green. So now Marcus Smart's out of play. He's having to trail. We have 1, 2, 3 Celtics right here with Al Horford as his main responsibility right now is containing Steph Curry, and it's an easy flip over the head to Draymond Green. They have done this, I don't know, thousands of times in this game of basketball, in these finals really, and he gets right to the rim, finishes and one, does the little flex thing. But this is the problem. You can't send two to the ball against Steph Curry. If you do, it's not going your way. Here's an example of why you can't make even the tiniest of mistakes against Steph Curry. Okay, so we're going to see Curry is over here in this corner, in the left corner. He is starting with Al Horford on him, but this is not really, the matchups at the moment don't really matter, because what the Celtics are going to do is they're just going to switch everything before the ball is inbounded. So we can see this on this side. So watch Grant Williams and Jason Tatum. They're going to do what's called a point switch. So there's a point switch from Marcus Smart. He's going to switch Gary Payton off to Grant Williams. Grant Williams is then going to switch it off to Jason Tatum, and now they're all set on this side. Okay, that's all well and good. So that there you go. They're switching before the inbound. Well, here's your problem. You have Marcus Smart now on Otto Porter right here at the foul line. Otto Porter has a wide open lane to the basket. If Jordan Poole just drops a pass right around here at the low block, that's an easy bucket for Otto Porter. But leaving that aside, we have a problem with the point switch. You're going to see Al Horford over there, who is on Steph Curry, point and say, hey, Marcus, can you please guard the best shooter in the world over there? Marcus, please go shoot, go do that. Marcus, nope, Marcus isn't going to do that. Marcus Smart, defensive player of the year, didn't see the sign. He's trying to recover because he was worried about Otto Porter getting to the basket. Now we have a brief second where Steph Curry is by himself on the three-point line. The most panic-inducing situation for any NBA defense. He gets the ball. We have Al Horford on him. Horford's going to try to do some magic hands. It's not going to work. Curry blows past him, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Celtics, including Jason Tatum, who has his eyes on Curry for some reason. He should really be paying attention to someone over here. This is something you typically see with Giannis or LeBron, but Curry is just as terrifying because he can score from pretty much anywhere. But he also has 3 teammates open, so he's just going to drop this ball off to Kevon Looney, and it's 2 points. Can't make little mistakes against Steph Curry. Steph Curry beating the switch here yet again. It's going to be Grant Williams this time. We could switch on to him confidently, and Grant Williams actually did a pretty good job on Steph, I'd say, in this game, better than the other bigs for Boston. He still gets toasted right there. That was very fast. He gets toasted, boom, right there, just with that little crossover between the legs, and Steph Curry's gone. Now he's going to break paint, and he's going to find Gary Payton Jr. out here on the corner. Big benefits having him on the floor and back into the series rather than Draymond. They both, obviously Draymond brings way more defensive versatility, smart passing, but Payton can shoot just a tiny bit better. So Steph Curry's going to find him in the corner. Payton's going to shoot. And let's look at Tice, who decided to contest this shot from the low block. Did he get a good contest? No. Gary Payton buries the shot. Let's see it again, Tice. Tice is like, oh no, I'm going up from here. That's something you do in 2K. I love that NBA players actually do it. Like how he would have to get up at this point to about 10, 12 feet because the ball's higher than the rim when it's at that low block. So this is about the difference between how high Tice jumped and how high he needed to jump. Here's that Steph Curry, Al Horford matchup yet again here in semi-transition at the bottom of your screen. They're matched up. Horford's panicking. The Boston Celtics almost get a steal to prevent this whole situation from happening, but yet here we are. Steph Curry has the ball on the right wing. He's just going to jab, gone down the right side. Now we do have helpers here for Boston, so this could turn into a tougher fadeaway. Steph Curry can make those, but we have Marcus Smart getting up here into the gap. He should be a little up higher, but the real problem is Jaylen Brown's looking at Gary Payton right here. You can see him looking at Gary Payton rather than trying to put his arms out, trying to see where everyone else is, because he's going to let Andrew Wiggins get baseline to receive that amazing pass from Steph Curry. Here it is all in one motion, and it is very easy for the Warriors. Al Horford is going to be having nightmares of Steph Curry. Watch what it does. Watch what it does to him. Just stop it, Steph. Just shoot the ball the first time. Don't play with your food. It's amazing how many times Steph Curry made Al Horford, a very good defender, look like a very bad one. So what's going to happen on this play is Horford is getting ready to ice his screen or push Steph Curry to the sideline with Marcus Smart. So Smart's going to come over, and they're going to kind of push him here to trap him there so that Smart can get back to Curry, and then they don't have to give up the switch. What Curry is going to say is, I don't really want to get into all of that, so I'm just going to reject this screen. Draymond's going to come and kind of, occupy the screener by flopping around. And now there's just a huge alleyway because Al Horford is facing the sideline. He got ready for the ice too early. And now Steph Curry has this massive alleyway to hit this floater, but he misses. So Horford got away with it, but that is just another example of how Steph Curry has this Boston defense in a tizzy. Hey, do you know that Draymond Green played football for a little bit at Michigan State? If you didn't know, here's the evidence. So he kind of headbutts Grant Williams on the first one. Then he gets to the second level here, setting a screen for Gary Payton to set a screen. Let's call it a ram set. So there's your first moving screen. Here's your second moving screen. And he gets to the third level on Al Horford and sets another just great screen / block to get Steph Curry this open three. Obviously, these are all moving screens. He could have been called for any of them. They're not egregious each of them separately, but they're pretty egregious altogether. But you can see why Draymond played a little tight end. He had it in him. There aren't a lot of solutions on the board for Boston, to be honest, because they really have to play Rob Williams. That's what made their defense so special all year. So really, it's just going to be about getting their bigs to cover Curry better and hope they misses a few more shots, hope they looks for passes, and maybe send some more guys at him to see if that disrupts his flow. But right now, he is killing the Boston Celtics, and if they do not figure him out on offense, they're going to have a very, very tough time winning this series. So again, I'm Gabe. This is Ball in Order. Subscribe if you love basketball. We're talking hoops as much as possible, as long as possible. So make sure you subscribe. Really appreciate it. Here's some other videos on my channel. I also do shorts and TikTok, so make sure you go check that out.